Hey Rob,
Yeah,
how did you get home? Did you fly home?
I did. I'd rather not uh, talk about the flight if you don't mind.
I think I
Um,
well, I think that
if there's
I
something
heard something.
else that we could talk about, I don't
Well,
want to. I think I know where you're going with
no, well, I
this.
mean,
I
but,
don't
but
want.
Rob,
I don't.
I know that you flew
Paul,
home.
I did fly home, and there was a little accident on my flight, and I have apologized. Well, I haven't apologized, but I should.
You feeling okay?
I feel great now. I feel great. I would like to, if you'll give me a minute, I would like to formally and officially apologize
Okay.
to my fellow passengers for what I did on the flight. You may have seen some headlines. People are calling it the diarrhea flight or the biohazard flight. Okay. Paul, again, let you don't have to just be so ready with
Okay.
all of this stuff to burn me. Like I say that
I
I have
just
a
wanted
pornography
to see what
addiction
you
and
were
you
talking
burn me
about.
with the Batman thing. Yeah, this is my flight. I love my Sky Miles. I love
But
my
wait, what do you mean? Like they had to turn around about
the
the flight?
flight, the pilot. If you okay, certainly people have had diarrhea on a plane before, and it's no big deal that you would go to the lavatory and you would deal with it. My
Yeah.
situation specifically was that I had what's called a blowout, and um, you've heard the term explosive diarrhea. I was
Yeah.
trying to run to the lavatory, and I was going to go to the back because I don't like when people look at me when I go up to the front, because then most people are like, oh, I wonder if that guy's going number one or number two. So I go to the back, then people they don't remember that, they don't know where you're going. Anyway, I'm running from first class. I only fly first class. I'm running, but I get to, like, I'm in the first seat. I get to, like, the second seat, and I could feel it just propelling out of my body, and it was really a disaster.
Well, I mean, I heard the short audio clip. I don't know, Molly, if you have this, but I heard
Oh,
the
you don't
pi-
have to.
the
You don't have
pilot
to.
said something like, "This is a biohazard
It's a
issue.
biohazard. Yeah, it's a biohazard
We had a
because
passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the
all the
airplane."
way through the plane. And yeah, some people have compared it to 9/11. I don't think that's funny. I don't think that's fair. I think that's in bad taste. But yeah, it's something that happens. We've all had diarrhea. I just had it really bad,
This is
and I
because you always say to me that the best meal that you can have before you take a flight is airport carne asada.
airport, well, not from the airport, from the little guy outside the airport at the cart. Usually at sometimes there's a little guy with a little cart, a little street vendor right outside the airport.
Okay.
That's where I load up on my carne asada, because that's the really the best. It's the most authentic. So that's what happened, and unfortunately I was wearing my short shorts, because
Oh
it's
God.
summertime. It's very, very hot. If I was wearing long pants, if I was wearing regular shorts, it wouldn't have been a problem. I was wearing my short shorts.
Well, no, I
uh,
also heard that they poured like vanilla scented like disinfectant on it.
yeah, they tried to do a lot of different things. Certainly they didn't have the equipment needed to do it. Like, I was furious. I was like, why is this such a big deal? Why don't you guys have a shop vac? Do you know what a shop vac is?
Yeah,
It's
I
one of
know.
those
I have
big.
a shop vac. Yeah,
Yeah.
to suck up the diarrhea.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, what kind of plane doesn't have a shop vac? And anyway, all the passengers turned on me. Everyone started calling me, stinky pants, dirty butt, brown town, brown noser, shit for brains. It was.
Are they gonna penalize you? Or you have to pay like any
Well,
fees?
I'm not going to get any Sky Miles. I just found that out because I called and I was on hold for like 3 or 4 minutes at least, and I was like, guys, I would just wanted to check in, see what my Sky Miles balance was, and they said, is this Poop Face? And I said, my no, that's not my name. It's not Poop Face. It's not Shit for
Oh,
Brains or Ass Liquor. It's Rob Hubel. And they said, well, you're not getting any Sky Miles. So anyway, yeah, it was a biohazard. Anyway, how was your weekend? How was your trip? How do you get around? Do
Well,
you
I had some problems too. I had some problems too. I was
what
flying
do
back from
you
Palm Springs.
so you guys flew to Palm Springs? This is pretty not that far of a drive, really.
I can't be bothered.
Okay, so okay, that makes
So I
sense. So
drove
you
to LAX, which is
flew,
about 40 minutes away from my house.
yeah,
Get on a flight. It's about 40 minutes, but well, it's about like 3 hours at the airport because you have to get there an hour early, and it's about
yeah,
a 25-minute flight. And then we landed, and so the whole thing round trip. If you drive, it takes about 2 hours. If you fly, it takes about six.
yeah. Well,
Um,
it's also fun to spend time with your family. I get that.
yeah. Well, again, my wife wasn't with me.
Oh, but your
Um,
kids, it's like
one of
more of
my
like a
children, one of my children was with me.
yeah, but it's nice. It's nice to get that. I see why you flew, but what
Well,
did you have an
I
incident?
didn't. Well, I didn't have an incident, Rob, but I refused to sit where they wanted me to sit. They wanted me and my son to sit here.
Oh,
They actually
Paul.
removed us from the flight because they wanted me to sit in vomit seats. Again, somebody had vomited on the plane, and
Just why
they
wouldn't you sit there, Paul? Just sit there. That's the whole problem. Everybody is so ever since the pandemic, no one knows how to fly anymore. If there's diarrhea or if there's vomit, it's just deal with it. Okay?
You
That's
know
just
what, Rob?
life.
I don't want to sit in someone's vomit. If I want to sit in someone's vomit, I'll vomit myself and sit in it. But I don't want to sit in somebody else's vomit.
So what
So first of
obviously you
all,
got removed from the flight, so I know what happened. I
they
mean,
kicked me off the flight. Those
yeah.
sons of bitches.
Well, you're
And
not going to get any
and
Sky
that's going to
Miles.
impact. And that's those are my Air Canada miles.
Yeah, well, you're not going to get them. You're not going to get them.
Rob, I told you about this.
When
This is
did,
not the
by the way,
first time. That's not the first time it happened to me.
When did Air Canada start flying to Palm Springs? That's
Well,
awesome.
it's LAX to Palm Springs to Montreal. It's kind of the best. It's a connecting flight.